You mean a VA disability takes money out of my pension? Hey, I am Chuck the Bureaucrat, and today I'm going to explain a simple concept that is floating around your whole military retirement process, and that is the so-called VA waiver. Previously, I've made the point that your post-retirement military pocketbook gets filled by a whole bunch of different sources. A military pension, maybe a VA disability, perhaps for some a federal civilian pension, and at some point Social Security. And the reason I plot them like this is because there are and have been policies that create interactions between these different income sources. Today, I just want to focus on the VA waiver, a neat little interaction between military pension and VA disability. All right, so this comes out of Section 5304 of Title 38 in U.S. Code. You can't get more than one pension or compensation concurrently based on your service. Now, before you freak out, this is just one little snippet of the law, and there are a whole collection of exceptions which I'll point out as we move along. But for now, remember that this video is about the VA waiver. I mean, U.S. Code doesn't call it a VA waiver, but it's this section that says you can only get one payment for your service. If your service entitled you to a regular pension and a VA disability payment, you can only get one, subject to exceptions. So if you end up that you're getting a pension and a VA disability, well, you have to give something up. Since VA payments are tax-free and your pension is not, the smart thing to do is to forfeit or to waive a portion of your DoD pension that is equal to the amount of money you're receiving from the VA. Hence, the VA waiver. All right, so let's look at a couple of examples. Here we got Sergeant First Class O'Donnell. He's going to retire with a pension of $2,000, and he's got a 10% VA disability that's worth about $171 a month. So his VA waiver will be $171. His pension will be reduced by $171, and the total of his VA disability and pension will remain $2,000 a month. Now, let's look at Major Baker. He gets a $2,000 pension, same as Sergeant First Class O'Donnell. But his disability is 60%, and the VA gives him $1,577 a month. Just like Sergeant First Class O'Donnell, Major Baker has a VA waiver equal to his VA payment, and the total of his pension and disability stays $2,000. That is the VA waiver. It is part of the story for everybody who gets a military pension and a VA disability, but it is not the whole story. This is where those exceptions in Section 5304 start to matter. I'm not going to explain all the details here. If you're interested, you can check out this video. But if your VA disability is 50% or higher, then what the Department of Defense does is they backfill your pension through something they call concurrent retired and disability pay. So, since Major Baker's disability is 60%, he ends up getting $3,577 total. And like I said, if you're interested in learning more about concurrent retired and disability pay or something that's called combat-related special compensation, watch this video. And if you're interested in learning what that phrase combat-related really means, watch this video.